Hello, hello, one and all, we are here. It is always so very good to be back with you all for some more Tactics Ogre Reborn. I am, of course, Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman. It just feels right playing some Tactics Ogre for a late night stream, doesn't it? Doesn't it? A nice throwback to like 6 months ago. I hope you all are doing well this fine evening, or at least evening here where I am, and are looking forward to a good few hours of Tactics Ogre here, because I would like to, if possible, pound through the rest of the neutral route here, because extra, if possible, I don't know how possible it's going to be, but if possible, I would like to try to round out Tactics Ogre before Final Fantasy 16 comes out, because Lord knows that's going to suck up all of our time on stream once it does drop. And I want to try and have a clear plate, kind of a channel reset, you know? Got a lot of things going on, a lot of projects in the works, and the more I can have done and cleared out for such a big release, the happier I'll be. So we will see if that is feasible, if we're able to pull it off, but I mean, it only feels appropriate to be playing Tactics Ogre in the lead up to 16, seeing as how we know how much of an influence Tactics Ogre had on Yoshi P, and as such, Creative Business Unit 3. And in fact, there are definitely some people who've worked on Tactics Ogre who are working on Final Fantasy 16. So it all just feels fitting, you know? Absolutely. Absolutely. Funny thing, I was wondering where the music was coming from while I was playing another game with music off. Yep, that will happen. That will happen when someone has a stream up and ready to go. Let's take the starting soon off the screen. Who do we have in chat tonight? I see Segno, Canadian animator guy, pristinely ungifted, Sev, Dre. Hello, everybody. Hello. Canadian saying reminds me of late night triangle strategy. It's funny that you should mention that. It is funny indeed that you should mention that, my friend Canadian, because guess what I learned today? There was an update for triangle strategy. And not only did it have a bit of a balance patch, but it added the ability to replay specific story missions, and added a new secret bonus episode that can only be accessed if you have completed the golden ending of Triangle Strategy. And how's that for an interesting long after release update, eh? I've not seen this yet. I've not done it yet. I figured if we could, we'd squeeze it in on stream, or I'd do a video of it, depending, and add it to the ending of the Triangle Strategy playlist, one way or the other. But I have heard that it's not combat. It's like all cutscenes. But still, I'm curious as to what that could be. Like, I don't know if it's some sort of sequel hook, or if it's just fleshing out characters or what, but I definitely want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I've not seen anything about it. Gonna have to cover Temperance at some point, says Segno, in order to have the complete set able to be collected. As always, you'll be the best to guess which stream is the last. For sure, for sure. I mean, that would definitely be Coda 4 if we can get to it, but we'll see. We'll see. Where is my controller? There is my controller. I've acquired it. Hello, indeed. We like some Tactics Ogre. Of course. Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. Click into the game, Tom. That's the only way that the controller works. There you go, buddy. By all means, pound away, friend. Pound it so FF16 can suck it up the time. Cult of the Lamb, Baba is you, and Tears of the Kingdom cry in the corner. Listen, I am still planning to try and squeeze in a Cult of the Lamb stream before FF16 comes out. Tears of the Kingdom, we might try and get like one more stream out of, but then if I want to be able to play the game, I'm not going to be able to get to it on stream, I don't think. I was actually thinking about Baba is you today. As well as some other stuff that I still do want to revisit or do in the first place. Frog Fractions is still on there. Frog Fractions is on the goals for 2023. It will happen this year, I promise you. Hey, Any Road, hello. It's cool too, I suppose. If it's this late after release, sounds like it might be primer for a sequel. Just finished Octopath 2, so it would make sense. I mean, I hope so, man. It must have done well enough, and they must see that like tactical RPGs, turn-based strategy stuff is doing really, really well. Hello, Jane. Alright. So the goal for today is to get sucked into battle over here, as it turns out. Tears of the Kingdom doesn't feel like much of a stream game unless you're one of those people who streams every day. Yeah. Tiger uppercut, says Mark Ryder. Well, hello, Mark Ryder. Tiger uppercut to you as well, my friend. Am I late, says German? Not at all. Not at all. We're just getting started. Good to see you. Canadian says, Jane. Aaron Elliott says, I've tried to get into this series. I just passed some of the levels. Hey, fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what we got going on here, shall we? In Tinomouth Hill. Jane has her ice cream.
I remember you.
Hey, look who it is.
The wheel brought us back together, has it? Someone out there must like a gap.
Trixie immediately going after Jane's ice cream.
Murder! Timmy!
I keep forgetting that there's not autoplay in Tactics Ogre. How do you get a lich? I'll show you.
I know that. But I've been brewing something special for just such an occasion.
Hello, Tom. Hello, Jane, says Caffeine.
To battle!
Hello, as always, Caffeine. Good to see you. Trixie's approaching.
Time to repay his eminence's
I don't know if you would even like that ice cream, Trixie.
Today, you feed on the rich stew of vengeance.
It's gluten-free, dairy-free ice cream. I don't think that'll be up your alley, Trix. Also, we are feasting on the rich stew of vengeance. Gamp, a bit of a poet today, it would seem. That's a good line. Oh god, we're on auto battle. Ah, why are we on auto battle? Stop it. Okay. Okay. So, I'm not going to be able to do it in this battle, but let me show you, Mark, how you do this. Let's see. Oh wait, can I not actually see my... Okay, here we go. I was like, I should be able to see my item list, right? Consumables. No, I can't. Huh, I've never actually tried to do this from in battle. So basically there's a ring. It's called the Ring of the Dead. And once you have this ring, you can use it with a character in battle, and they will be transformed into a lich then and there. But you have to get it from the Palace of the Dead, which is a whole thing unto itself. Oh, right, and Canopus is decked out for healing. Alright, that's fine. Just relaxing tonight, was working on that Samus artwork today. Happy to finally finish it. Yeah, very well done, sir. Very well done. Looked great. You very much deserve your rest. Well, you'll have to go find it. Trixie, I like that you decided to plant yourself right in my workspace to stare longingly at your mom's ice cream. Really appreciate it, little girl. Guts says, what's up, Titanium? Created Femto and Guts in Diablo 4. Femto died at level 44 in hardcore mode. Ooh. Hardcore Diablo sounds terrifying, man. But, you know, I'm sure Femto got what he deserved, you know? You can also recruit a Lich from Pirate's Graveyard. Yes, yes. If you don't want to make a Lich and just get one, you can recruit them from the Pirate's Graveyard. That is very true. Tricks fighting over Jane's ice cream. Battle should go pretty quick since I have all 3 White Knights ready to rumble here with Velocity Shift. Not gonna be able to shoot through this, but we can maybe destroy it. Not quite. It has 8 health. Okay. Do. That's right, we're using Warrior Denim right now. I forgot. Ah, yes, and Mirrodin with his teleports behind you shtick that he's able to do. Very good. Very good. What? Exactly. We're just out of range for shenanigans, but next turn. Ooh, next turn. It's gonna be good. Heading back to games, we'll just be in lurk mode. Nothing wrong with that, pristinely ungifted. We appreciate just having you here. I'm very excited, guys. I got my first impressions video for the Final Fantasy 16 demo all recorded and edited and uploaded. That'll be up tomorrow. Just got to make a thumbnail for it. And then I have another video for a game I haven't discussed with any of y'all that Jane brought to my attention a little while back. That is very interesting, but I can't show you much of it for reasons that I will discuss in the video that I'm going to be making about it. I'm very excited, though, because it's a very cool game. It's just, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have to edit around some of the footage, shall we say. Fun fact, in the SNES version, you destroy the bushes with fire magic. You know, I like that. I kind of wish that that was still a thing. Hi, Papaya, says Star. Hello, Star. Good to see you. Jane Simulator 2023, is that the game? No, no, that is not the game. That would be like an IRL video or something. Another game jumping the queue. No, 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 it's not something that I'm going to be playing long term. It's just something that Jane asked me if I had heard of, and I had not. But based off of the description that she gave me about it, and my own research about it, it looked very cool. So it was cheap. I picked it up while I was up at my parents' place, and I played it for Jane over Discord one night. And that's all I've played of it, really. But I got some footage from it, and I wanted to talk about it because it's such a cool, weird beast. I don't know that I'll have the time to play any more of it in my own time for a while with everything coming out and just life stuff and everything. And I cannot play it on the channel. I literally cannot. But it's super dope. It's super, super dope. Very, very cool game. Is it that one horror game? It's horrifying. I wouldn't say that its primary descriptor is that of a horror game, but might be a bit of a random question, but do you know about the Gundam Grand Strategy game Giren's Greed? I do. I do. I've never played any Giren's Greed myself, but I am definitely familiar with it. And it's one of those games that I've always kind of wanted the opportunity to play, but never had the chance to. But it's actually something we've talked about in these streams in the past, actually. Still mad about no news of Suikoden, which is finished, nor Final Fantasy Tactics. I know, I know. Like, FFT at least has only been, like, unsubstantiated rumors this whole time. But, like, Suikoden is literally done. They could just release it. I don't know what the wait's about. Like, are they just waiting to release it until FF16 is out of the way so that they aren't, like, competing with that, as if that would even be a concern? I don't know. It's very odd. Scuba Steve says, not played this since I got the Platinum Trophy ready for FFT Reborn. I mean, yeah, if you've platted this, I don't blame you for not having played it since. Like, that's pretty much as done with a game as you can be for the most part, unless you just feel like experimenting with, like, weird strats. What are you laughing at now? Oh, my tweet about the tier list video? Yes, I was trying to ruffle some feathers with that one. My pinned comment, or did I pin it, or did I just comment it? I don't remember. A comment that I put on the video, though, was like, opinions not actually, like, uncontestable or whatever, and are, in fact, open to discussion.
Forgive me, Banger. Your soul will live on in me.
Recreated the profile because I refuse to play in softcore, so I'm gonna make... Sacrifice the minions since Femto's a necromancer, make him a tanky blood mage. Hey, there you go. Sounds good to me. Also, everyone getting debuffed by good old Gamp being very upset that we killed his pet bird. We're just gonna have to deal with that, I suppose. Made Guts a barbarian, no discussion there. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Oh, man, literally too angry to die. Yeah. Yeah, we were at Barnes & Noble the other day, and in their manga section, they have, like, all these handwritten notes about, like, all various manga. And the one for Berserk was just local man literally too angry to die. Canadian says, I was thinking of Fear and Hunger, because from what I've heard / seen, it's got a lot to edit around. I see. Is that one game where you play as a girl that sees herself as a teddy bear? I don't even know what game that would be, so no. Hook me up to some new Suikoden shit. Man, yeah. Menace of Axis for the PSP does have a fan translation if you want to give it a try. Ooh, I see. And I did just get my PSP back from being repaired by one lovely member of the community and good friend, Light B. So I might just have to look into that at some point if I can find the time. Star has beaten Suikoden 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still need to find Suikoden Tactics. God damn. Well, you're a more dedicated fan than I, sir. Well done. Although, to be fair to me, for a long time, I didn't remember that Suikoden existed. I just vaguely remembered it as a game that my dad played that I really liked. And then did some digging in college and rediscovered it. And started playing it again on and off from there. Still want to see if the unsubstantiated FFT rumors are actually debate and it's FFTA. I mean, it would be rude. That would be extremely rude. But, unfortunately possible. Still need to get the plat for Bloodborne. Oh, man. Yeah, see, I'm not a big going for trophies kind of guy. So I don't know that I have any platinum trophies or anything. Like, I'm not an achievement hunter. But I respect all y'all who are. Tom, remember to meet with Leonar at Chrysaro after this battle or before you fight at Port Ashton. Will do, German. Will do. Odd Panda asks, do you feel bad about killing the Gamp animals? If this was like my actual canon route, then sure, but this is fake alt history that we're just going to be able to like fritter away into the annals of history as soon as we get the characters that we want, so I don't feel too bad about it. It's a what-if scenario. You've platinumed all the Soulsborne games? God damn. It's the, like, PlayStation version, or just, I guess, general terminology now for, like, getting all of the achievements in a game. Like, basically 100%ing it.
Good job.
Indeed. Good job. Did you beat Front Mission first? And if so, was the story really cool? And if not, would you consider at one point making a playthrough? I've not finished it yet. I got to a point where the missions were just kind of getting really grindy. And while I don't mind that, I've been so busy that I just haven't had the time to sit and play the rest of it, even though I'm enjoying it. So I do intend to go and finish it at some point. Probably not on the channel, just because there's so much other stuff to do. When Front Mission 2 comes out, I might do that. That would be fun. I've heard the Front Mission 2 is kind of the one where they really got their stuff figured out.
Peace and blood. The day is theirs.
Like, I've been enjoying it, don't get me wrong. I just have too much stuff to do right now.
I won't forget what it was you done here.
Hey, Timothy Martin says hi. Hello, Timothy Martin. Good to see you. Sold off Suikoden 2 to feed a card game habit. Still sort of regret it. Oof. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. Hey, at least once the remakes of 1 and 2 come out, you'll have that back on hand. New here, just started playing Tactics Ogre. Well, welcome, Timothy. Very much welcome. Good to have you. Hope you are enjoying both the content and Tactics Ogre, because, I mean, there's a lot to enjoy, for sure. Alright, Chrysaro. So we'll do that. I need to stock up on items anyway, so...
The Balbatus loyals fell upon them at Tinomouth. A tenacious lot, I'll give them that.
Tinomouth. Is that the first time we've ever heard it actually pronounced? I've just been saying Tinomouth this whole time. Huh.
We lost near 20 men uprooting those who had gone to ground in the city.
What business is it of hers? Why are you here, hero? Come to aid the Hierophant's men as you did the partisan rats in Bode.
Okay, easy.
Enough.
But he is a traitor.
I said enough.
She just
Forgive
leaves.
her, Denim. She speaks in anger.
It's fine.
I hate to part so soon, but I fear I must. They've taken captives and holed themselves up in Quadriga Fortress.
Quadriga? Bro. Leonard, you can't just be throwing out all these new pronunciations. I've been saying Quadriga. Quadriga? Seriously? 500 hours in this game. And God knows how much in the previous version as well. I had no idea. Quadriga.
I douse one fire only to have 10 others kindle in its place. Yep. Do not let her words dishearten you, Denim. I know you for the man you truly are.
See, Leonard is such an interesting character, man, because, like, he's a villain, but he's not. He's a good guy, but he's not. He's such a well-written soldier. Such a well-written soldier. Some of them are on PC, like Sekiro, Xbox, like Dark Souls 2, but all the achievements. Yeah, I gotcha. When you're playing this on PlayStation, can't be more than, like, 3 or 4 trophies away from the plat. I am on Steam, so I don't know where I'm at in terms of Steam achievements, but, yeah, I haven't really looked. Am I not able to auto resupply? What am I out of stock on? Not enough to fully auto restock. What? Oh, these? Fruit of the Adept +1. Okay. I was like, I feel like I definitely restocked on all of my items extremely recently. It's Fruit of the Adept, okay. Also, for those of you who are asking, what you're looking for, the item to turn someone into a lich, is this. Ring of the Dead. An ancient curse lies upon this ring. An evil aura prevents it from being worn. When used on a human, the unit will revive as a lich. After reviving, certain spells and skills... There we go. Cannot be used. Because it changes your class. Dark Souls 1, you did all the achievements on 5 different platforms. Jesus Christ. Tactics Ogre time travel is really weird. Coda 4 is really super weird with time travel. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. I think I have more of a chance of getting time to play Front Mission 3 over Iconoclast at this point in time. It's on the list, damn it. I need it to go on sale on Steam, and then I'll get it. It is on my list. It's definitely something I want to do. What's different on the neutral route? Basically, we have rejoined with the Duke and Leonard, and we are going to be helping them in protecting the Wallister. And so there's kind of a lot of, like, the horrors of war and people on both sides of the conflict kind of criticizing us for our wishy-washiness. But, I mean, it is what it is, man. Gotta follow your heart. Now, I would like to make some more Fruit of the Adept +1.
Just give them. What do you say?
Make a bunch of those.
Just give the word.
Make some of those. And it takes Magic Leaf +2s, right? Yeah. How many of those can I make?
What do you say?
Okay. 20 of those. And then 20 more of these. Cool. Sounds good.
Fair?
Anti-villain? I think that'd be a decent way of describing Leonard, yeah. And there's lots of undead on the neutral route, yes. Alright, perform an action, restore an ally's HP, perform an attack with 100% accuracy, and obtain a buff card. Alright. Let's switch it up a little bit, go back to using characters that we haven't used that much of. I would like to bring Voltaire out. I want to bring RSL so we can get her loyalty back up. We'll bring out Bethrov. We'll bring Darren. And that should be a pretty decent group. Leonard's kind of like Tactics Ogre's Camus. In a way, yeah. Less honorable, but...
Festa, are you injured?
More grist for the mill. I'll make corpses of you all.
Alright, Magus Botus. Let's do this. I feel like I would do it dumb in this game and just use a bunch of monsters. I mean, for a good chunk of the game, that is actually quite viable. They unfortunately fall off pretty hard later on, but monsters are pretty damn good for a long time. Note the unique generic wizard in the cutscene has +1 RT, meaning he's slower than anyone in the game. Yeah. So we need to try and resurrect these three, because if we do, they'll join us. And they're semi-uniques, so they're like marginally better than complete randoms that you pull off the street. Dark Souls 1 is my favorite game, okay? Listen, I'm not criticizing you at all. Absolutely zero criticism. It's just insane. People hate you not being committed to the war effort. Stop being so indifferent. The people hated him for he spoke the truth. Hey, Warren Report is here. Hello. You bought a Japanese copy of Dark Souls in Tokyo to bring your collection up to 6. I mean, brother, that is dedication. I 100% respect that. Chemist, you mean Camus? What type of Camus would that be? Cami would be plural. Femme Camus would be Cami, of course. They're both even blonde. Leonard's the character that understands sacrifices need to be made for the greater good. This fantasy idea in anime that there's a hero that never makes a mistake or doesn't make tough decisions is nonsense. Yeah, Leonard is probably one of the most realistic portrayals of a soldier, like an honorable soldier, in this game. And that makes him very interesting. But does Botus Flotus? I mean, it looks like it might. Need to revive them? That's the plan. We are going to do just that. Do they fall off like Boucheron falls off? Well, no. Because as we all know, Boucheron falls off into success. Monsters fall off into unfortunate mediocrity. Ba, ba, ba. Save 2 of them, don't save the useless wizard. No, I gotta save them for completion's sake. Don't need to resurrect them, just beat the leader quickly. Well, yeah, fair. The question is, can we do this thing? Okay. I do have Resurrect at the ready. We may as well just pop it on one of them now. Face is the closest. We'll hit her with it. Plus, then they'll help us in the fight.
Thank you. It seems I am in your debt.
And we get dialogue.
What of Leonard? Where is he?
Taken. Inside the castle. I fear he has not long to live.
I like that we literally just saw these guys. They march off to one fight and get absolutely bodied and Leonard gets taken captive. Like, damn, guys. How did you fight any battles without us? The fear on Voltaire is annoying. Yeah, our damage output's going to be pretty sad now, but is what it is. Thankfully, Dark Souls' English voice is even in the Japanese version. No idea how they got such amazing actors. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dark Souls is incredible for stuff like that. Alright, not really worth. Yeah, we don't have any cards on Darren. He can go up here, that's fine. Well, we can bring down Redwald here. Ooh, not quite. Didn't realize the Cockatrice was in range there. Fair enough. There we go. RSL, if you wouldn't mind getting this strengthened card, thank you. Well, Venom, when in doubt, beat up Cockatrice. See how they got themselves almost dusted by the Golgostani before? That's very true. You raise an excellent point, sir. Alright, face it. Don't go down on me again. Come on. Ugh. Oh! Interesting. I didn't... Huh. I didn't consider that that might be how that would work. I figured they would just go down again and have another timer. Interesting. Very interesting, that. Okay. Interesting. Another plus of you getting your PSP repaired is maybe you'll give Jean d'Arc a try too. No idea how you get the fan translation of Gihren's Greed on it though. Right. If only there was a magical way that such things were possible. That I'm definitely not aware of whatsoever. Not in the slightest. I guess we're going to hold off on resurrecting her until it's absolutely necessary. I was not prepared for her to just become loot. Never played Law before. Reborn does an amazing job of making Vice a bad guy regardless of what you do. Yes. Yes, they do. Vice's role is not to be good or be bad, but to be opposed to you. And that's very interesting. Trixie, how did your tail knock over that whole water bottle? Like, that was actually impressive. You're welcome. You're not immune to becoming a leather bag of loot. Seriously. That was extremely interesting. On the plus side, Voltaire isn't feared anymore, so he can deal proper damage. So that's cool. She turned into a bag of Fruit of the Loom. We don't know what she turned into because we didn't bother picking up her loot, and hopefully we'll never find out because we're not going to let that happen again. Ideally. Let's go here. So the issue here is I can't just bum rush the boss because of the positioning that I have. So I'm kind of trying to make sure that I can revive the NPCs. How are you guys today? We're doing well, Warren. We're doing well. At least, you know, I hope people in chat are doing well. I'm doing well. James doing well. And I hope you are doing well as well, my friend. Vice is basically a contrarian, pretty much. Make sure that none of the enemies who can actually use this scoop it up. They have armor pieces in FF14 from Tactics Ogre, from the Dark Knight to the horns that a certain character wears in this game. Yes. Yes, they do. And it's yet another reason why I wish I could find the time to play more FF14. There's so much of the games that I love in that game, and I do really enjoy it just for what it is as well. God, there's so many cockatrices. Get down here and fight, Botus. We should have made a game like this, but instead of tactics, you basically play Devil May Cry. Well, sir, do I have an upcoming release for you? Alright, what if I made one of the cockatrices love my team instead? There we go. Alright, if everyone could stop whipping Voltaire, that'd be great. Huge velocity shift, very nice. Alright, there's nothing too noteworthy that we can do here with Ravenous at the moment, so I think we're going to take this chance to get Thomas up and then try and get him healed. I feel like there's a tactics game that just has Dante in it. There might be. I'm sorry, what happened there? Why is Dante going before Tamaz? He's supposed to take his turn immediately. That's interesting. She's got a cursed weapon. It's a cursed blowgun. Oof. Oof. Last time I must go. Later. See you later, Segno. Thank you for hanging out. I joke, but man, FF16 is like a dream game situation. Platinum and Yoko Taro working together, just everyone making the best game they possibly can. Which is doubly funny, seeing as how Platinum is working on Final Fantasy 16. Just, you know, Yoko Taro's not involved, but still. Well, I was really hoping that Dante would be able to heal our knight friend, but unfortunately, that's not in the cards at the moment. Stream's lagging for me. In other news, you should play Knight of Lotus. I intend to. I intend to. I haven't decided if I want to do it as a Let's Play or on stream, but I definitely do want to do it.
Oh, thanks, friend. You saved me life.
Tamaz is a pirate, apparently. Okay. Get a big acid rain here, perhaps. Probably worth it. Or I can actually undyne the boss. Never mind. We're doing that. Come here, Botus. Nice. Oh, Project X Zone. Yes. Or Cross Zone, whatever it's actually supposed to be. You know, yep, that'll do it. That is the correct answer. We've almost got him, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, is his own cockatrice going to finish him off? Yes, it is.
I revolt. Forgive me.
Poetic justice right there. And achievement unlocked Miracle Worker for saving the 3 NPCs. Let's go. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very nice. Zweihander, Balderhelm, Bronze Oberith, Mage Staff, Magus Robe, and Linen Slops. Beautiful. Hey, Jane. Did you do your journal? Just reminding you. Since you said you wanted to do it. And I just remembered myself. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You help with the story, me and my buddy raid, and do as much of every content in the game as possible at Warren Report. Hell yeah. Again, maybe someday I'll actually get back into FF14, and if so, I'll be sure to hit you and other people in the community up, Guts. Because I'm still in A Realm Reborn, so... Hoist by his own petard, indeed. You love to see it. Yeah, I mean, may as well. Chamos, welcome. Festa, why not? Tammuz, you got it.
Sir Leonard, it is good to see you.
Chaos Route is canon for Lotus, but there are crazy requirements for the A+ ending, like having less than 24 hours of playtime. Really? Very interesting. That's cool.
So the thinning of the guards was your work. This marks twice you've saved my life. You have my thanks. Oh, him. He's no enemy. He's a captive here. So Hoberum, this way.
And this is how you get yourself a Hoberum. In neutral.
This is...
I know you. Denon, yes?
You can see him.
Nay, 'tis more a feeling than a seeing. He has the air of a hero to him.
Denon Pavel, if it please you.
We got Astrologian as healer, Black Mage and Red Mage. Added also Blue Mage. I actually played Red Mage, Black Mage, and Warrior. Those are the 3 classes that I played when I was playing FF14, so I'm familiar with those.
It does. I am Hoberum. Hoberum Vandal.
So Hoberum may lack the gift of sight, but he is gifted in other ways. Hoberum's Steel Song, they call him. It was he who dispatched what guards remained here.
I hear you fight the Dark Knights. Are they your true enemy, then?
In truth, yes.
As I draw breath, the Dark Knights are my foemen. Had they not come to these islands, had they not lent their swords to the Bakram, this conflict would not be.
I see. In a manner of speaking.
Well done, Tactics Ogre. Well done. You never fail to get a chuckle out of me.
Let me join your struggle, then. Should I prove more a burden than a boon, I will depart, bearing you no malice.
You would be welcome.
You would be a welcome addition.
Ah, with Sir Leonard's permission. I had promised him my soul.
You have it, and my blessing besides. You make for Ashton, yes? Then promise me you'll return in one piece.
Very nice. Miracle Worker acquired. So not only did we manage to pick ourselves up 3, I mean, if you get them on neutral, if neutral's your first route, actually fairly decent, semi-unique NPCs that you can use to good effect. But also, if we didn't already have Hoberum, we would have acquired ourselves a Hoberum. So a pretty damn good little side quest, if I do say so myself. Something I'll have to discuss when I do my Chapter 3 Recruits neutral video. Is that incredibly out of date? Yes. Do I still want to do it for the sake of completeness? Also, yes. Also, because those videos are just fun to do. Alright. Speaking of Chapter 3 Recruits, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Here we go. Alright. Cleric of the battle party, exercise an enemy, and I believe it was win without having any incapacitation. No, obtain a buff card. Okay. Yes, this one, we're definitely going to want to bring some exorcisme, as they say. So, where is Donalto, and where is Dante? Stuart. Harvey. Oh, Dante's already in the party. Sick. That makes life even easier. We gotta bring Murden on this one. Needs must. And who hasn't seen combat in a little while? Yayo has not seen combat in a little while. Let's go with her. Don't you have a Dark Knight in your party right now? I do, but she's from a different timeline, so it doesn't count. Also, there was a whole thing with her and leaving the Dark Knight, so it's fine. It's fine. Sir Leonard, why are you still not on my team? It's almost like you're actively avoiding recruitment. Alphonse needs a certain number of kills, too. Yeah. So many units. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've recruited many units. Because a lot of them are you guys. No, Lich is not this time around. Who could this be?
Devold, brother!
Gildas! What's going on down there?
It's Gildas! No! They frickin' got him, boys! So, some folks were asking why we only got Murden and if it would be explained what happened to Gildas on neutral, and the answer, as is so often the case in Tactics Ogre, is Nybeth.
Gildas! Wait!
No, stay away!
Stand back, Oleus.
Help! Please, help us!
We'll be there as soon as we can!
So do you remember Oelius from Cressida's recruitment quest? Well, she wasn't just a named NPC with a unique portrait for no reason, just for that one quest. She's actually a lot more relevant here, as you're going to learn. But first things first, we got to get to him. He just needs some moisturizer, then he just walks away. Yeah, he gets slapped around a little bit, gets scared, and bounces. There you go, Elias. Very nice. Really don't like the trend of fantasy equals British accent trend in games that has happened since maybe FF12. Really got bad in War of the Lions. I will give some credit to the Evilise Alliance team. Like, that's at least... They went for that whole theme and then kept it very consistent, which I appreciate. Other games have done it a lot since then, but I don't really mind Tactics Ogre and the Evilise Alliance games doing it because, like, that was just a creative decision that they made. You could potentially bring some more criticism to bear against other games for it, but I think it's alright here. FF16 was a slog of accents. Character relevancy is stage-based as God intended. Exactly. I don't think 16 is a slog of accents at all. I think 16's voice acting and accents are phenomenal. Hi, darling. What's up? Hi. She's laying down on the couch sleepily and scritching my elbow at the moment. What's up? Can I hit? I can't hit one of the dragons. Alright, we'll get the Skelly. Healing items on the zombies. Oh, for sure. For sure. Don't you worry. I know how this works. Sad thing is that you don't finish this guy's lore if you don't do Palace of the Dead. Yeah. Yeah, I know, and I might see if I can find the time to maybe try and get there. But, like, man, I just have so much to do. Originally 14 used in a North American studio, but the performance was less than stellar. Yeah, that was before they rebooted with A Realm Reborn, right? So I guess that makes sense. That whole game's performance was a little less than stellar. Alright, hang in there, you two. Come on. We should actually take a look at these two and see what they have equipped. So, Oelius, a cleric who has very basic cleric gear. Awaken, Heal, and Exorcism. She does have Sanctuary, so that's something. Meditate 3, Mother's Blessing, that type of good stuff. And then Devold is out here with a Balder Blade, full Balder set. Drain Heart, Sleep, Paralytic Wave, Drain Mind, not bad. Pincer Attack 2, Concentration, don't know about that. Fearful Impact, and Two-Handed Swords. Devold. I guess we can't get a descriptor? Huh. For some reason I thought that we could get descriptions of them from their names. I might be mixing that up with Fire Emblem. That was the A Realm Reborn performance, wasn't voiced, not really anyway. Interesting. I thought the performance in A Realm Reborn was fine. You really don't want to go around attacking Yayo. I promise you, buddy. I promise you that that's a bad idea. Do you need to do the first Nybeth fight? Don't need to go full floor 100? Alright, well, I mean, that makes life infinitely easier. If anything, I probably won't even worry about doing that on stream. I might just quickly pound through to there before we wind up, like, after I finish neutral, right? And then include that little tidbit in the recruitment video, perhaps? I don't know, we'll see. What about other accents? Irish or Scottish, maybe even French or Spanish? Every single person is English. In 16, there was a good variety of voices, honestly. And I think there's a pretty decent variety in other games as well. In, like, 100% honesty. At least if I'm remembering correctly. Hey, Danielle is here. Hello. I wave right back, my friend. Good to see you. Finally catching a live stream. Your guides helped a lot. It was this or War of the Lions, which was my first Final Fantasy that I liked. Fair. Fair. Excellent choices both. And it's good to have you with us, Helios. Thank you for joining. I'm always happy to see new people be able to pop into the stream and say hi. And Tactics Ogre always draws a crowd. It's great. Part of what makes it so continuously fun to stream, even though it's been out for a while. Can I just can't hit the dragon. That is a real shame. Well, we'll have to knock it down again, but so it goes. Make Elias a necromancer. It's very funny when talking to Nybeth. I believe that it is, and that might actually be something that I do. Because, I mean, I certainly don't have room for or need any new units on the team. So, making Elias a necromancer just for the lulz could be a fun thing to do. I like that idea. French and Spanish, too romanticized for the type of fantasy they're going for. That's a fair argument. That's a fair argument. Xenoblade divides different English accents based on ethnicity, which is really cool. Yeah, because you've got, like, Scottish and stuff like that in Xenoblade, right? So that's pretty dope. If I'm remembering correctly. Will not spoil it, but it is a good twist. You will not be disappointed. For the Nybeth dialogue? Sounds good to me. Yeah, there's certain little things like that that I just never got around to doing in my time with Let Us Cling Together, so I'm excited to see it now, for sure. Dragon Age does that with accents, and they have people in the game that represent a fantasy world version of the associated accent. Yeah, and I think that's a great way to do it. Because it allows you to use that accent and have, like, a variety of voices and kind of... What's the word I'm looking for here? Like, deepen? Enrich. There we go. Enrich the world of your game while still using, like, real people and real voices and stuff, which is always nice. Damn, we can't do any damage there, huh? We'll go here. Drop this guy. Jane is back. The hat that the Fusilier enemy has is a hat they have to craft items in an area named Eureka in 14. Ah, very cool, very cool. Jane is inching ever closer. Would you be able to acquire meal water at some point as well, darling? Well, I mean, I can take that one, but it's yours. No, honey, no! Well, thank you, darling. Wasn't saying you had to give me yours, but thank you. Star says, hi, Jane! I don't know if you heard her. She said, hi. I can never quite tell what my mic is going to pick up and what it's not. Okay. Well, we're doing pretty good here. I mean, really not too much of a surprise. We're going to keep on keeping on. Alright, RSL, you got to be somewhere that you can actually, like, hit stuff, man. Really? You're still going to... Okay, whatever. This is not a friendly map for crossbows, as it turns out. Oh yeah, Welsh. Welsh is also in Xenoblade, that's right. I like that the dragon can't get close to Elias because of the sanctuary that she's got. Very cool. Very, very nice. So here's a question, since there's a bunch of y'all here, and obviously you guys enjoy seeing my Tactics Ogre stuff. What would you like to see for when I do eventually do the Night of Lotus? Because I am going to do it, absolutely. Would you like to see episodic videos, since it's a game that I haven't played before? Would you like to have me stream it? If I streamed it, like, I could do that. I just, you know, it's not a game that I know. It's not a current release, so I can't see myself doing any guide content or anything on it. But I could maybe, like, do some discussions of characters and the story and stuff, my impressions of things as I go, if we were then streaming it. But what do you guys think? What would you like to see from that? What would be the most fun for y'all? Also, dragon looks like a good target here. Do I have... No, I do not have a Grimoire Exorcisme on Ozma, which is a little bit of an oversight, I suppose. Ardanians are Scottish, Gormati are Welsh, most of Xenoblade 1 is Southern English, Urians are Australian, Blades are American, etc. Gotcha. Understood. Thank you for the insight. Well, may as well get rid of the dragon. Gameplay streams, but in-detail vids on things are always appreciated. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Is like, again, it's not like there'd be a ton of people looking for guides about it, unless there was people who wound up playing it for the first time because of me playing it, which is possible. But, you know, I don't know if it would be worth the time or effort compared to, like, doing other things. But, again, having, like, character discussions, story breakdowns, stuff like that, that could be fun. Or even just impressions, you know? You know, RSL, you've been having some bad luck with your crossbow placement. Let's just have you exercise a guy. Really? You really managed to flub that, RSL? Are you serious? Alright. Alright, fine. Yeah, we're kind of hitting the clustered point where we can't get to anybody here. And then, of course, Phalanx 2 comes out. Alright, Pethrov. He never seems to hit 4 with his summons. I'm not sure why. It's a little weird. Again, positioning on this map is a little sweaty, if I do say so myself. Night of Lotus is first in the Ogre Battle Saga timeline. First period. Is that accurate? I don't know much about the timeline. Is Warren Report still here? Can you corroborate this statement? For some reason, I didn't think it would be the first, but I mean, it very well could be, I suppose. Call me crazy, but I don't know if guide content for a 20-plus-year-old game would be worth it compared to other types of content. Right, exactly. Exactly. And, like, While my Tactics Ogre stuff is very popular, don't get me wrong, I'm well aware. Like, I don't think my overall channel presence is strong enough that me playing an old game would incentivize enough other people to play said old game that guide content would be in demand. So, but other stuff just discussing the game, yeah, I think that could be worth it. Absolutely. It'd be a different type of content than I'd be used to making, but that's fine. God damn it. RSL, you had to go and fuck up the exorcism, huh? Now that guy's back up, we gotta kill him again. No, that positioning isn't gonna work. Did I miss the engage vid on the connections of all the emblems, or did that get shelved because of real life? That is not shelved. It is not shelved. I have the script mostly finished. It did definitely get delayed because of real life, for sure. And it's something that I would like to try and get finished before 16 comes out, but there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to try to get finished before 16 comes out. So, it's a little bit of a question mark at the moment. Can we shoot over the body? We cannot, of course. It's impossible. Yeah, positioning sucks for RSL on this map, man. Wow. And that's going to be too sharp of an angle. Oy vey. But yeah, no, the lore of the emblems is 100% still a thing, and it is still going to be happening. We'll just have to see what I'm able to make happen here. I'm nearly done with my full review script for Engage as well. And I have a few other Engage-focused videos that I want to try to do. But, again, we'll have to see. RSL hates you so much now that she flops the holy water bottle. It does seem to be that way, doesn't it? It does seem to be that way. Streamer episodic is cool to me. Explanation of side content like the cursed weapons are also cool videos that are necessary. Yes! Yeah, absolutely. And I do enjoy doing that type of stuff. That's why I still plan to keep making Tactics Ogre videos for a while. Like, even if, like, I'm done streaming the game, I still want to try and make more video content. To try and go over stuff like the dungeons and, like, any other build stuff to talk about that I feel like talking about. Things I want to show off. Character discussion things. All sorts of different stuff. Just because it's fun. And because I know there are people who enjoy having content about the game to still discuss and learn about and watch. It's just enjoyable. Stupid bush, get out of the way. Other kinds of content like Lotus Smasher Pass. Exactly. See, you know what's up. Day 1 guide on Giran's Greed. Oh my god. Now that would be something that I would play and then be like, you need to check out this grand strategy game. You know? That's how that would go. Okay. Sit down, Tuckered. He's all tuckered out. But It's Knight of Lotus, Prince of Zenobia, March of the Black Queen, Lordly Caliber, Tactics Ogre. Got it. Understood. Sweet man, no rush. Yeah, absolutely. I wish I'd had the chance to have it out by now, but just, you know, last month and a half has been pure, unadulterated chaos. So, I appreciate y'all being understanding. Tactics Ogre and Lordly Caliber concurrent, given that Zenobian soldiers are in Tactics Ogre. Got it.
I am Olius. And this is my brother. Forgive his silence. He is not given much to conversing.
No, I would thank you myself.
Note how not okay his voice is. You should call it like History of Fire Emblem Series Emblems or something like that for extra views. Yeah, I was thinking of something like that. Like the lore of every hero from Fire Emblem Engage, or so, like, or the lore of every emblem from Fire Emblem Engage, or something like that. The history of Fire Emblem as seen through Engage. That's actually not bad. What do you guys think of that? I'm gonna jot that down because I know my memory and I will forget. Do this live because we are a professional stream around here. And I'm always open to title suggestions and stuff like that, guys. Absolutely. What you would find to be a compelling title to click on, things like that. More of a lore junkie, it can't be helped. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
My name is Devold. Forgive my rasp.
It's less of a rasp and more of the voice of the Legion, but I mean, you know, you do you, Devold.
My brother is ill. It has ravaged his throat.
I am Denim. I fight for the Resistance. Please, you must tell me what has happened here.
That knight who attacked, the one with the foreign crest upon his armor, he was one of yours?
Gildas, you mean? Yes, he was a staunch ally.
When I was in Japan, I tried every retro game store I could find to see if they had a copy of Genealogy. Oh my god, dude, that would be so sick. That would be insane to own.
I had not seen him since the night of the Bakram attack on Rhime. No one knew what had befallen him.
Ah, then I have ill news for you. That was not the man you know.
No, I'm quite certain that was Gildas.
You mistake me. Did you not see them? The ones pallid of flesh.
What? The zombies? What are you saying? You don't mean that Gildas... No!
There is a man who wields the walking dead as you wield your sword. He plays with death, defiling the very substance of life and profaning all that is sacred.
Who is he?
The most vile necromancer in Gargistan, Nybeth Obdalord, my father.
And there you go. Don't know that it really came through during Cressida's recruitment quest, but Aurelius is in fact another one of the long-lost Obdalord siblings, which of course means that Deavold is also one of the long-lost Obdalord siblings. Rounding out to a nice 3, all told, and unfortunately you can't get all 3 in the same route, but we're going to have them all now, and that's pretty dope.
I am Aurelius Obdalord, the necromancer's daughter, though it gives me no pride to say it.
Nybeth, what foul turn is this?
Please, you must let us join your resistance. We would aid you in defeating the necromancer.
Mean more generalized for the entire series, like Fire Emblem retrospective through Engage. So people don't necessarily care about Engage, want to get a rundown of the series, still will click on it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense, for sure.
You'd fight your own father? For true?
Yes. My brother.
Your eyes will tell you what my tongue cannot.
What are you? Do you even live?
A riddle, to be sure, to which not even I know an answer. My bones are knit with magics, not sinew. What's more, though my head is mine, my body is another's.
How fucked up is that? Nybeth sees his son die, says, bet, takes his head, sticks it on another body, and revives the two of them with magic. Woo, buddy. And that's the story of Sir Deavold and Aurelius the Sibyl. Woo! Awesome. Awesome. Top 5 tips for completely owning video games. Number 3 will really flip your wig. Hashtag bait. Yeah, I try not to go that intense. I never want to go that intense. I've been experimenting recently to see what, like, works and does not work for the channel. So you see how we're in a little bit of a downturn right now in between games and things like that. Figured it's as good a time as any for experimentation, but I'm never quite going to go that far unless I really, like, metaphorically have a gun to my head about it. Lich in your party looking around sweating. How many kids does Psycho have? Yeah. Go old school and play Vagrant Story. I do need to play Vagrant Story as well. I want to get back to just playing old school games that I've missed, you know? That's how I started the channel, and I'd want to do more of that again.
What?
My brother was executed by Barbatos when the warring began, as an example to others who would defy the Hierophant. But my father, Nybeth, used a soul-fetching spell to call him back from the shores of death.
A soul fetch?
Yes. I was returned to this world against my will, a full 5 days after my departure. When I awoke, I found that my body was not my own. My father had affixed my head to another corpse. He told me then that my old body had suffered damage too great to be of further use. But I suspect that was a lie. He merely wanted to see if the transposing would work.
That and the soul fetch was incomplete.
It is a difficult thing to fetch a departed soul and seat it within a mortal shell. Though my father's magic did bind me to this body, I know not how long it will endure.
What happens when the spell wears off?
Death. Again.
I'm sorry.
Our father continues his experimentations, trying to perfect the spell. He has even joined in league with Barbatos, the very man who killed his son, to satisfy his need for corpses.
Start, please.
I hate him. For his betrayal, for what he did to my brother. I hate him.
Very well, you may join us. Absolutely. These two have such a badass story, and it's such a shame that it's on the route that probably the least amount of people have seen. I love them.
Join our ranks. March with us.
Thank you. You'll not regret it.
Tom, you got to start making those faces or those thumbnails making the oh face off to one side with inflammatory titles. The algorithm demands it. Man, yeah, that's the type of algorithmic shit that I fully intended to avoid doing, unless it's some sort of like ironic thing like I've done in the past.
Let us off to Nybeth.
If I can at all avoid it.
I've seen enough of this dark work here. I do not care to see more.
I have heard that our father has crossed the straits to the Isle of Banamuba.
Then we must make haste.
Yeah, Tom, you should play more old school games, not this cinematic modern trash like Tactics Ogre. Diavold wants to join the party. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And Aurelius wants to join the party as well. Welcome. Yeah, these two, I mean, they're perfectly fine. You know, they're uniques. They are perfectly solid. Savior of the Dead, by the way. That is a title that we are absolutely equipping. Thank you very much. And we probably have some talking people entries as well. But they're not the best characters by any means. Don't get me wrong. There we go. That should be all done. Nice. But they're fun. They're fun, for sure. And yes, the thing that made me snort, Star goes, Jesus, I did that run in 3 days. Easy. Record 60,000 Goth Bounty. I think we read that already, actually. Strange happenings at Ashton. There have been many strange sightings at Port Ashton, gateway to the war-torn Karit and I lands. Bodies have been robbed from the cemetery, and residents thought dead have been seen on the streets. Resistance forces were dispatched to investigate, but have not been heard from since. The townspeople now avoid going out after dusk. Well, I mean, we've helped clear that up a little bit. Speedrun Yoshi for the NES. Spellbinder Chamos. We have entries for the people we recruited. Chamos is 62. Holy shit. Chamos Zalman. A Wallister serving with the Order of Titanium. He is a spellbinder with an air of confidence about him. Before war broke out, he had a small apothecary in Almorica. He joined the resistance when his wife became a casualty of the conflict. In the early days, he put his experience to use by gathering herbs and preparing medicinal concoctions. However, when Duke Ronway was imprisoned upon the defeat of the Wallister army, he resolved to take up arms. Despite his advanced years, he does not shy from battle. Perhaps an explanation for why he's so slow. Not sure what Denim was expecting, asking the zombie what happens with the magic keeping him alive turned off. Listen, Denim's seen some shit at this point, but he's still functionally a kid. Like, they task him with Yungabunga and hope he doesn't murder everyone. Yes. When you read the Vice Bounty, it was at 40k. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, thank you. Mage Knight Festa. Festa Morandi, age 28. A Wallister serving with the Order of Titanium. When war broke out, she was a Mage Knight with the Knights of Almorica. She was present at the first engagement between Galgastani and Wallister forces at the Archaeopolis of Rhime. She takes great pride in fighting for the Wallister, but as a result, tends to be overcritical and hard-headed. She has deep respect for Leonard, who rallied the knights together after Duke Ronway's capture. And Sir Tamiz Fedorenko, age 31. A taciturn and earnest Wallister of the Knights of Almorica who serves in the Order of Titanium. He was garrisoned in Rhime when the Bakram invaded, and fought them alongside the Zenobian Knights. Upon the fall of Rhime, he broke through enemy lines and returned to Almorica Castle. He has stared death in the face many a time, yet still lives on. Yeah, I like those guys. Like, they're cool little NPC side characters. And do we really not... Oh, I was going to say, do we not have entries for these guys? Diavold Abdelord, a Galgastani from Brigantis. He is the son of the necromancer Nybeth and brother to Elias. When war broke out, he was slain for opposing Hierophant Balbatos, but his father later resurrected him through necromancy. However, his new body consists of a patchwork of corpses, and he has changed irrevocably. I love his armor as well. Look at how badass Diavold's armor is, man. What a cool character he is. And then Aurelius Abdelord, age 18. A Galgastani from Brigantis, she is the daughter of the necromancer Nybeth. She resented her father's debasement of human life and sought solace in the Order. When her brother Diavold fell victim to Nybeth's necromancy, she resolved to confront him. Together with Diavold, she set off to locate their father. She is fiercely protective of her brother, who is now cut off from the world of the living. Holy shit, what's Chamos' skincare routine? I know, right? Man does not look 62. Granted, I mean, he uses the generic NPC portrait, but... Big red circle around Clive's sword, cropped... Not where I was expecting that to go. These are Canadia's words, not mine. Big red circle around Clive's sword, cropped hentai of adult Jill Warwick in the background, yellow caps lock text, he didn't know... Video title, we found what in the Final Fantasy 16 demo. Jesus Christ. Man, that causes me physical pain just to read, let alone even consider putting on a thumbnail on my channel. Like, I have too much self-respect for that, man. Listen, man, the worst part is I would do that and it would get like 300 views and I would have debased myself for nothing. I refuse. Oh my god. This Denim doesn't even have his headband yet. He's a baby. Gotta play the game to get them views. I didn't have to play the game to get them 86k views on the initial class breakdown. I'm not gonna play the game again. Damn it. Alright. For those of you who are more familiar with the neutral route, because it's been ages since I played it, am I forgetting anything for character recruitments at the moment? I don't think I am. I think we're good to just forge onward to Mount Hedon, but I just want to make sure, lest I forget something important. The wheezing trail. I mean, yeah, I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that at all. Good to go? Okay, thought so. Thank you, German. Vanquish the enemy leader. Cleric of the battle party. Action to exercise an undead enemy. Knock back an enemy. Alright. We'll drop Murden for now, and we'll drop Donalto and Dante and... We're at Mount Hedden. Melee is going to be a pain. Drop Yayo. However, we are absolutely bringing Diavold and Oelius, for sure. And I guess now's as good a time as any to do this. Sorry for the sudden naughty word. I don't care. I don't care in the slightest. It's just I was not prepared. Okay. So we got Meditate and Cudgels. Right. What else can I do with Oelius at this level? Not a whole lot. Throw Insight on there, just shits and giggles, really. And why not? We'll grab Consecrate Dead. Or, actually, we could go Master on Dead, just because it's funny. Yeah, I like that. Diavold is absolutely staying as a Terror Knight. However, we are going to optimize his equipment. So... do I really not have... I really don't have a Relic two-hander for him. Are you serious? Wow, I'm kind of ashamed of that, honestly. Well, it's funny because of his head, so we'll throw the Headsman on him. And, sure, this Forged Balder Helm. Worm Scale Armor is always good. Some Worm Scale Sleeves. And... +1 Damascus Leggings, Cloud Shoes, probably Cloud Shoes. And then do I have... I do. Swordsman's Earring. Perfect. Alright, Diavold, welcome to the team, buddy. Oelius, you need spells and stuff. Fruit of the Adept. Blessing Stone. Spirit Stone of the Stars. And... Holy Water. And for spells, let's see what we have on hand. I should have some decent stuff for her. Grab Charm, Meteor Strike 3, Life Force, and Curse 3. Cool. Diavold is, pretty much set. The only thing I really need to do is swap out, like, Sleep for Instill Shadow, and then toss him some items, and we will be good here. Cool. Keep Diavold and Oelius for this route makes sense. Yes. I hate my dad for being a necromancer. Yeah, anyway, become a necromancer. No ogre armor for Diavold. What heresy is this? I don't have ogre armor yet, man. If I did, he'd have it. Alright. We've got an enemy necromancer, some undead, some skellies and zombies, and all that type of good stuff. Cool.
You are far from home, Denim of Goliath.
Cassandra the Necroprentice. And, who's that standing there? But a particularly familiar necromancer who happens to be my favorite character in the game.
Denim, you say? Then we are betrayed. Cursed sister.
Nothing I can't handle, Cressida. Go now. Inform Master Nybeth of our visitor.
What? And leave you here alone, Mother? You must permit me to stay, I beg you.
Yeah, so we've got mom and sister here of Diavold and Oelius, who we just recruited, so no drama here whatsoever.
Do not worry yourself. Master Nybeth's artifact will serve, should it come to that. Now, get you gone.
Have care, Mother.
Denizens of the Abyss, from the ink of blackest night, I summon you. Darkness to me!
They joined the wrong army if they wanted to get away from necromancy. Yeah, like, we hear this whole speech from Aurelius and Diavold, and Denham's like, yeah, gotcha. I hear you, 100%. I will help you get revenge on your father. Like, usher them into the local barracks.
Daughter Moldova stains your hands. Blood calls for blood.
And there's just, like, a whole corner of the barracks that's dedicated to, like, a small squad of skeletons and ghosts. And it's like, what is this? It's like, don't worry about it. Yeah, absolutely. You look very tired, darling. You got your journaling done, though. Like you said you were going to. That's good. Good job. Yeah. You can shout angry words at Cassandra, not that it'll do a whole lot. Note that we did 14 more damage to that ogre by yelling at him than he did by throwing a boulder at us. Gotta love it. You going tonight, darling? Going to bed, darling? Going to have a good night, darling? There you go. I might be a wee bit tired myself. Yes, you go today and you go tonight. That's, yep. Everyone say goodnight to Jane. Meanwhile, Cressa's hanging out in the corner sipping a tea as she sees her sister walk in. Yup. Don't worry, sister. Time travel shenanigans. You'll get used to it. Go to have good night, Jane. Good night, Jane. Good night. There we go. Thank you, guys. Sleep well, Jane. I'm sure she will indeed sleep well. I'll probably stream for like an hour and a half, then start getting ready for bed and everything. So, okay. Age-old saying words hurt more than boulders. Yeah, something like that. All right, good night, darling. Do 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 do. Ba ba da da dun dun dun. Ba da dun 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 dun. Question, what's your usual time frame when it comes to game spoilers? In terms of, like, what I'm willing to show, or in terms of, like, when I don't care about being spoiled? How do you mean? Because those are probably different answers. In fact, I can guarantee they're different answers. For a necromancer fight, I was sort of expecting more skeletons. Yeah, she summons a whole lot of, like, demons and lizard men, which is interesting. There's a couple skellies, but... Like, say Zelda's been out for a month and you're scrolling Twitter and some asshat posts a video of the final boss. Ah, I see, I see. I think in that regard, it's very context dependent, right? Oh, I've got recruit undead, not... Yeah. That's alright. Just go beat up the boss. It really does come down to context. Like, if it's a 20-hour game and it's been out for a month, I don't think you can really complain if people start posting about, like, final boss stuff, you know? It's like, it's pretty short, it's pretty manageable to beat, and there is a certain expectation that, like, if you're on the internet and people are, like, talking, or a game that is popular and you've been playing is still in discussion, that you're going to start seeing stuff about it. When you've got a game as big as Tears of the Kingdom, though, I feel like there's got to be a longer kind of statute of limitations on that, right? Like, Tears of the Kingdom is so, like, pardon my French, but fuck off gigantic, that you gotta give people time, man. Something like Metroid Dread, a month is a good amount of time. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, there is a certain amount of personal responsibility involved in avoiding spoilers and stuff. But Tom, you can speedrun Tears in 90 minutes or less. Yeah. Hire Cassandra's minions, show her who the real Necroprentice is. Which, I mean, is extra funny when you consider doing it with Aurelius. Correct moral of the story, never use Twitter. On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, when you're a creator like myself or Canada, you have less of a choice. Not that I really get much traction at all through Twitter, but I mean, it's a good way to interact with people and network, I guess. I say, while I have met all of maybe 2 people that I semi-regularly interact with through Twitter. One of them is Nybeth Obdlord himself, though, so that's pretty cool. Maybe a player posting a weird tool combo that trivializes some of the shrines. Yeah, when, like... The thing about stuff like that is... That's just player ingenuity, right? Like, I can't fault people for posting about their own smart creations in the game. That's just part of how the game is. And people want to share their stuff. I understand that. This dragon perfectly just blocked me. What a guy. Clearly this means that everyone will clear it in 90 minutes or under. Exactly. That is the only logical conclusion to draw here. I like that I just have Aurelius bombing her mother with dark magic, despite ostensibly being a Sybil, and neither her nor Dievold have had anything to say to Cassandra. And it's not even like these are side quest characters that they didn't factor you having in here. Like, they literally come from the battle prior to this one, and they just don't have any dialogue. It's very interesting. I'm at the point where I could probably mainline the rest of the TOTK story stuff fairly easily. I feel like that game is about the journey as much as the destination. Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. Just have nothing to say to each other. I mean, that's fair. And that's probably the most accurate way to do it, honestly. This feels very poetic. Dievold walking up to his mother with a sword called the Headsman to finish her. We'll even go with the Sonic Blade. No. We're not even going to make it fancy. She doesn't deserve that. Boom.
I did not think to need this now.
Oh-ho! She has a Ring of the Dead.
What? No! Nybeth has doomed me!
But it's a flawed artifact. You suck. Goodbye. Spell charge and a bunch of gear. Dievold just pulls out a gun. Lamau. Only fails because the OG ring requirements. Yeah, you had to use them in the Palace of the Dead, right? Nice. Aurelius and Dievold are not Moldova's children. Right, they're Cassandra's. Right? Who we just killed. Thought she wasn't talking about her item for a second. Her reaction to being chopped was, ugh, really don't need this right now. Yeah. Now that would be the modern millennial version of the writing. They're not Cassandra's children. Really? I always thought they were. From another wife? So Nybeth has at least 3 wives confirmed. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that either. What do we got going on here? Well, look where we are. Once upon a time, we fought Sherry here. Ooh, I should plug my phone in. It is dying.
One false step near that pit, and we'll need no swords or sorcery to do us in.
That you profane this temple can only mean my mother and I are forever parted.
It is she who profaned the dead. I'll not mourn her passing. Yield now, or rejoin her in the Everworld.
Who are you to judge? You who have slain legions in your war.
Yield now or join her in the forever world. That is a line, man. This game just delivers banger after banger after banger line, man. Absolutely wild. Absolutely mild. Not mild, wild. Anything but mild. Call him the pimp romancer.
The wage of your ambition is paid in the lives of others. You can never understand the prize for which we struggle.
The necromancer.
You use souls and corpses for sport. No prize is worth such sacrilege.
I've no time to argue with the likes of you. I must focus on the task at hand, both for my sister and now my mother. Your corpse will make a fine gift for Master Nybeth. Denizens of the Abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you. Darkness to me!
That was at my own title for Nybeth. Oh, I understand. I understand. Alright. Cressida, I mean, I hate to do you dirty like this, but unfortunately for you, this is the you of a different time when you were not so open to joining us. And, I mean, I've got my waifu right here. Notice how she only summons, like, 5 things, and then she's like, these guys and these, like, couple of undead laying around, that'll be enough, right? Ozma, of course, always going first. Do 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 bum 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 bum. I could actually take the shot here, but she's gonna get mana. We're just going straight for Cressida. No need to dally about. Tom's about to become that meme. Wife fight back, kill wife, wife gone, regret. What? What cursed meme is this? I have never heard of this meme before, and I don't know that that's a bad thing. I think that might be a good thing. Did an evil necromancy chant to summon fairies? Am I seeing that right? Yeah. It's fairies and cyclopses, which is interesting. Cyclopi, I suppose. This will be enough. Meanwhile, Ozma walks up, starts knocking on the door to the sanctity of Cressida's unkicked ass. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're a necroprentice. That's cool. I'm literally a Dark Knight commander. Ozma just goes first immediately. Hey, what's up? These gorillas, it's called Ride Wife Life Good. What the fuck? Became really popular with Guilty Gear. What, this meme? The Fae can be pretty horrific. Yeah, I don't doubt that the Fae belong in the Abyss, especially because I think these. Yeah, these are. I guess they are regular fairies. They're just color changed. I figured they were like the negative fairies, you know, like how there's a weird variation of every class in the Palace of the Dead. But it's not even that. They're just weird. That's how I found it, the Soul Bad Guy version. Interesting. Yeah, I am not at all up to date on anything to do with Guilty Gear, so perhaps unsurprising that I've not heard of it. Okay, easy with those knockbacks around here. Alright, Oelius, come here. Time to go bomb your half-sister or your sister or whatever she is. I'm sorry, Cressida, but it must be done. You are a false prophet. You are not my love. Good counter. Now hit them again. Posted the memes in the Discord. Awesome. I'll have to check them out. Perhaps against my better judgment, but... Hey, there we go. Bethrov actually got the 4 with the summon. Very nice. Sealy and Unsealy? Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's a good Guilty Gear lore series by Wooly Versus that covers literally everything, even the pachinko lore. Good God. Don't know if I have the time to get into that, but, I mean, it's pretty awesome, though. That's dedication right there. I wonder if I should start doing that. Because I've always been, like, interested in the storytelling side of making content and stuff. Also, goodbye, Cressida.
Master Nybeth, forgive me.
Oh, it pains me to do, but so it goes. Progress must be made.
Sir Gildas, are you here? Answer if you can hear me.
Maybe, like, because my original idea for doing YouTube was, like, actual sort of, like, lore storytime videos. And I'd love to get back to that kind of idea at some point. I don't know if it'd be on this channel or if I'd make a separate channel for it. But it would be fun to start doing, like, proper lore breakdowns of some of my favorite games as well. It'd be a project and a half for sure. But it'd be a lot of fun. Maybe I should start doing that. Especially because I know, like, people enjoy, not to gas myself up, but I know people have said it, enjoy, like, listening to me talk about stuff and, like, describe things, read things. So that could probably be fun. I think people might enjoy that. Fine, because it's not canon. Exactly, Sev. Oh, he got sponsored by ArcSys to make the series. No shit. Fair enough. Would be cool to see you do a retrospective type of thing. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I do think that'd be a lot of fun. Alright, what do we got going on here? No new talk entries. No new warrant report entries. Alright, let's just keep grinding. Time to rise and grind. Just call him Dad, Cressida. No, they can't do that. There's a procedure here, Star. Alright, maybe I should actually, like, put a cleric in my battle party, too. Where's an alto? Aiming to become the Vati video of Tactics Ogre or something? No. That's Warren Report. That's Warren Report's job.
The flesh has already begun to fail. I have yet to perfect my art.
I like the idea of expressing lore to people. Like, originally, one of the first things I wanted to do on YouTube, and I actually wrote up a script and, like, recorded the audio ages ago, but it never went anywhere, was, I wanted to do, like, bedtime stories of gaming lore, especially gaming lore that people might not be super familiar with, and that you wouldn't necessarily need to be familiar with the game to enjoy listening to it because of the framing, right? And now that I've got a lot more experience under my belt, that might be something that I could actually pull off. You know, I'm much better at scripting. I'm more comfortable doing that type of recording. I'm way, way better at editing, all that type of stuff. And I think that's something that people would probably find enjoyable if it caught on. So, that type of thing, really. And not any one specific type of game, just games I'm familiar with that I think have really cool, compelling lore that people would enjoy hearing stories of, you know?
A living corpse incantation yields the subject undead. Resurrect restores life to the body, but does not for the soul. But Devold fared better than most. His memories remain intact. That's one hurdle cleared at least. But what is the mind without the body? Each new success brings only another failure. But such are the restraints I must work against. No small task restoring life to the dead.
I gotta respect Nybeth's confidence, if nothing else, man. Failure after failure, he's like, well, it's just the way that it goes. Gotta keep pushing on.
Another of my works a failure. Forgive me. Clearly it is not enough to call the soul back to a house no longer fit to hold it. But what if there were some means of leaving behind the shattered body? A transmigration of the soul. Perhaps that way lies the path to vanquish death. If I must resort to the tools of the Magi to learn the secrets I seek, then so be it. Ah, what's this? A visitor.
He's so calm.
Please, Father, you must stop this. Put an end to this suffering.
Ah, what's this? A visitor.
What suffering? You can't mean my zombies. They attack of their own will. They cannot abide the living, and death is an agony. They simply seek more of their own, and I have given them hope. It is gratitude I am owed, not resentment. Don't spout that tired doctrine the church passes for truth. You were too weak to save Devold's soul. What makes you think you can save these others?
I'll not turn my back on them and run as you did. I do not despair of life as you, Father. I revel in each moment.
Ever the self-righteous one. A quality I found endearing once. I will not enjoy killing you, but I see no other way.
God, the man is so cold.
Of the abyss, from ink of blackest night I summon you. Darkness to me.
One artist guy I know, Tritus, started doing a series that goes through the story of genealogy. Like, Genealogy of the Holy War? That's awesome. Sort of a hybrid of a Let's Play and story summary with jokes. Interesting. For a guy who draws really good Fire Emblem biddies. Oh, I see. Actually made a great video, too. Also, it's like an hour long for the first chapters. I mean, yeah, I believe that. And then Nybeth summons fairies. Let's see what we got going on up here. No. Nope. Terror Knights, Lizard Men, Archers, Lamia, standard fare, Orcs. And here is Sir Gildas, the Death Knight. A corpse knight raised from the dead by necromantic means. Their power is augmented by dark magic. Charm-proof, Berserk, Fearful Impact, and Swords. He's basically a Terror Knight, but he has Berserk, which is actually really cool. Lightning Strike, Sonic Blade, Bastard Sword. Pretty scary. Pretty scary. Then, of course, we do have Nybeth, who has a full complement of boss cards, as one might expect. Nothing too wild here, though. Summon Darkness, of course, always annoying. Life Force, Word of Pain, Meteor Strike. All that type of stuff. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's do it. Was not expecting Nybeth to be a brightly colored hobo. Yeah, he's wearing like a robe and a turban. One whole damage. What is that archer equipped with? Huh. A Balder bow. And yet she did 1 damage. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't quite know what to make of that. Nice meditate Donalto, very good. I really should have Exorcism 1 on him, but so it goes. I'm sorry, Gildas. Ooh, alright. I can imagine someone who got neutral the first time around and wondering, that's a shame we can't get Gildas as a playable character. He has a nice design. Yep. That's why you gotta do the other routes, man. You never know. You never know who you're going to see and then be able to recruit, or who you were able to recruit in one route and then just disappears in another. It's very fun. Get Voltaire some extra damage. He'll be in the action before too long. Alright, Diavold, go, go, go. Actually, he can probably, because of the float shoes, he can probably hit this guy. Yeah! Nice. Is everyone with a special design playable? No. No, definitely not. Literally 1 damage short. Oh, that's pain. 2 damage short, even. Aha! The pincer attack, though. Love it. What are you meditating about there, Nybeth? Okay. TIL, even though we are decked out with better gear, Nybeth still don't fuck around. Okay. Holy shit. I literally can't get high enough to res him. Alright. So it goes. Wow. That, wow. Okay. Well, best end this fast. We do, of course, need to put Gildas out of his misery. So we will work on that. Nybeth had enough of your trash talk. Yeah. Okay, good.
Sir Gildas!
Suffering. Pain. No use talking to him. He is beyond the gift of thought. His flesh is failing now, though I scarce expect you to understand. I had such high hopes after his first few revivals.
First few?
Alas, for him, there will be no escape from death.
First few. God, he's a dodgy bastard. Been a while since we've seen anything other than 100% hit rates. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Can I get a shot on Nybeth? Yes, I can. Nice. Love a good instill shadow. Do we go for the res on Donalto here? I don't think we do. Not yet. Although it might be a good idea, because if nothing else, it'll draw aggro. And there's really not much point in attacking this guy. Yeah, why not? Valmafra. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate, that. Unfortunate. That is a situation that I can totally see them changing in Final Fantasy Tactics Reborn. We'll see if they do. We shall see if they do. That's a video that I've been meaning to do as well, if I can find the time. I mean, there's no particular timer on it, seeing as how it's not even a confirmed project, but I do want to do a things I'd like to see in Final Fantasy Tactics Reborn video, because there is plenty to discuss there for sure. Hold on, Gildas, we're almost done. Stands the reason you'd go for Oelius. Nybeth, I'm good at my job. Please let me recruit Final Fantasy Tactics, Samus. I beg you. Someday, perhaps, my friend. Good shooting, Tex. Ow. Alright, bring him down, Denim. Do the job. There we go. And as always, when you finish off one of the Nybeth zombies, they have one last moment of lucidity, just to twist the knife a little bit more.
Gildas!
Denham, you are unharmed. That is well. That is... Go!
Gildas, no!
Alright, Nybeth, it's time to pay for what you've done, you filthy son of a bitch. Done.
An unfitting end to my research.
And away he goes. Final Fantasy Tactics Remake featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. I mean, at this point, with that combat director of Devil May Cry 5 being the combat director of FF16, I wouldn't even be surprised anymore. Like, it's only like one step removed at this point. He turned into a trading card. He did. He turned into a crow, but why though?
She wants to return to Goliath and will not listen to reason, the wretched girl.
Well, it's a necromancy spell. You can use a necromancy spell to turn into a raven and escape from battle if you think that you're going to die. It's literally a spell that you can use in-game. It's completely pointless, but it's really cool.
It is only half a day's journey, Your Grace. Why not indulge her?
Indulge her? When our ranks are filled with men and women eager to see home and hearth again? Besides, we need Kashua here if we're to keep Denham close.
I understand. Permit me to speak with her.
Gladly.
So they are trying to keep Kashua from going and doing the Kashua thing, which is very interesting.
A word, Sybil. Have you seen Kashua?
Kashua? I have not. Not since the noon bread, in truth.
I see. On your way.
Also, apologies if you can hear the AC in the background. As per usual.
I hope she has not done anything rash.
Kashua, do something that's rash? Not in a million years. What are you talking about, Leonar? What you talking about, Willis? Okay, thank God, some level of background noise.
Denim, I am alone without you.
No, you have always been alone.
This is a familiar scene, and it...
Who's there? Lancelot Tartaros, what are you doing here?
Your mother left this world upon your birth, and your father followed her only a few months before the war broke out. Your blood begins and ends with you, Kashua. You are alone, truly.
What are you talking about? I have a brother. Surely you've not forgotten Denim.
I gather you realized the Abuna was not your father. Yet you assumed that your brother shared your orphaned lineage. You assumed wrongly.
Then who am I? Who do you say I am?
Visalia. Your true name is Visalia Oberith.
Visalia Oberith? That's not possible.
Sprite doesn't match his portrait. Yeah, mirroring.
You are cautious. Good. House Oberith gave Valeria her king. You are his daughter.
Rumble, 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 rumble.
But it was not Queen Venata who bore you into this world. One of her handmaidens, a girl named Manaflora, caught the king's eye. But even as you quickened in the womb, the queen carried the unborn prince. Wanting no rival for her son, she expelled your mother from the castle before you were born. Manaflora died, giving birth to you.
Who would believe such a tale?
It was the Buckram regent, Branton Morn, who took you in. He left you in the care of his brother, Abuna Prancet. But were it not for you and your secret, a man such as Branton would never have risen so high or so swift.
Nonsense and lies!
But there is proof. Your necklace. It bears an inscription written in the old tongue. One with your religious training should have no trouble reading it. Le bon Visalia San Fon, d'Estonia Lera Funan. To my daughter Versalia, eternal beloved. A gift from King Dogalawa to celebrate your birth. The queen made it appear as though you and your mother had been killed. He went to his grave full expecting to meet you in the beyond. You must have read the inscription.
You guys have to remember, this game came out on the Super Nintendo originally. Color palettes were quite limited then compared to the updated portraits of now and of Let Us Cling Together. So there's going to be some differences there that they probably kept just for the sake of consistency with the past games.
Nurtured doubts about your origins.
What do you want from me?
For you to return with us to Rhime. There, Abuna Prancet can answer any other questions you may have. This way, Princess Kashua.
All right. We're moving along. Very nice. Very, very nice. Where are we at in terms of the Warren report here? I'm trying to remember if we'll be able to clear all of Chapter 3 tonight. I think we will if we keep moving at a good pace. That said, I might take a quick 5-minute break to use the bathroom. We are at the 2-hour mark. Yeah, so we're just going to be going back to Almorica. Yeah, you know what? Let's do our very short, quick break, like 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and use the bathroom, grab some more water, and then we will finish this up. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I return. I hope you didn't go anywhere. Oh, all right. Good little break. And then, yeah, I'm ready to go. Got about an hour left in me. So let's do this. Maybe a little less. We'll see. All right, we're moving back to Almorca Castle. Let's see if we get ambushed with anything along the way, shall we? There's not a cutscene in the game where a berserker uses a sword. Yeah, there is.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Your Grace.
Yes, yes, be seated. The Dark Knights have agreed to an informal meeting. We must convince them that we seek a truce with the Buckram. Naturally, with the Dark Knights mediating the negotiations. It's almost too good to be true. I needn't tell you, I have no intention of forging a truce.
Ronway being a scheming bastard as always, who would have thought? Gonna head out, trying to keep on a consistent sleep schedule. Also, I'm tired. You guys have a good night. You as well, Canadia. You as well. Always good to have you. Thank you for hanging out, my friend. And have a good night.
Branton must die if we are to realize our ambitions. Besides, what assurance have we that he would abide by such an agreement? Too many have died to end this with half measures.
Then we move forward with our plans to retake Rhime.
What? We can't openly defy the Dark Knights?
The prospect unmans you? It would not be the first time you have faced them in battle.
They think us weary of fighting, and that shall be their undoing. Their conceit blinds them. They will not expect us to fight any more than they will expect us to win.
We will seize Sir Lancelot at the parley. The Dark Knights won't dare move against us while we hold their high champion.
And what of the Buckram forces at Rhime?
Your company will recapture the city.
How are we meant to reach her, much less take her? While one man or two might approach undetected, an entire company is likely to draw notice.
True, you cannot hope to cross Golborza without alerting them.
Ronway doing Ronway things, always. Always. Except for once Leonar is on board. I do like that they're like, yeah, you'll go take Rhime, it'll be fine. And it's like, okay. And what are y'all going to be doing? Trying to capture Lancelot? Is that what you're going to try and tell me? Because we saw what happened when you just fought a random mage and his goons. We had to come and save you. Like, what are you on about?
Right. Golborza is out. They will have eyes along the coast. The Burnham Massif rises to the west, but you can't think we'll scale mountains to reach them?
Why not? It's the last thing they would expect.
There's no one else I can trust with this.
Dark news, Your Grace. Karit and I has fallen.
No need for alarm. All goes as planned. We witnessed the death rattle of Balbatos's men. We drew down our numbers at Karit and I to lure them to one place. The easier to snuff them out. It aids in our deception of the Dark Knights as well. They will think us desperate.
Okay, there's actually potentially some decent strategic work going on here with Ronway. Again, while he might be, like, kind of insane with some of his strategy, like, he's actually a semi-decent tactician half the time.
Our hero should be capable of dealing with Karit and I as well, no? Good. Now, we'd best be going. There's much to be done.
We move, Your Grace.
Karit and I Keep captured. Remnants of the Golgostani army have captured Karit and I Keep from the Wallister resistance. The assault was led by High Commander Zabos, a close aide of the late Hierophant Balbatos. He played a key role in the Blood War and is wanted for crimes committed against the peoples of Valeria. And Golgostani army reforming. Remnants of the Golgostani army currently holed up in Karit and I Keep are now calling for fellow survivors to return to their posts. It is not known how many former soldiers have answered the call. The Golgostani also plan to execute several Wallister-resistant soldiers in the days to come, including wanted criminal Vice Bajek. Very interesting. Very interesting, that. Okay, nothing new here. We're gonna do one victory map or lap of the map. Just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Cool. Here we go. Onward to Karit and I. Only 2 objectives today. Not too bad. Not too bad. You get to potentially save the idiot version of Vice. Potentially. Potentially. Oh, hey, is this everyone's favorite, what's her name? Gildora? The incredible racist? This is like, you always fight her here. It's really kind of funny. Alright. So, let's bring some speedy folk and some folk who can attack from range. And, you know, Star is here, and we haven't brought Drusilla out in a hot second. So, where is the girl? There she is. Let's go. The gates of Karit and I.
Over here! He's on the roof!
Well, look who it is.
What? The Wallister?
Vice, are you alright? I can look after myself.
Yep. I love the little pew.
You! After him! I'll deal with these!
Yep. Gildora, the horrible racist, but with a really cool voice.
I will avenge my lord! For Balbatos!
Gildora. Full of hate and blood. Apologies if you've been hearing a lot of muting and unmuting, by the way. I grabbed a quick snack of chips. Do 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 do. I do like that Aurelius has taken to her new life of necromancy very capably. She's doing a wonderful job. Can't quite snipe the dragon yet, Yunin, but you'll get your chance. Crispy ASMR, let's go. Recession's first comment of the night, begging for the ASMR noises. See, I know people either love it or hate it, so like, I don't wanna trigger half the audience, you know?
Warriors of Galgastan, lay down your arms and surrender. Your clansmen do not wish to see you continue this fight, nor do they wish to see you dead. Don't throw away your lives. Join us in rebuilding this land.
Empty words! A Galgastani does not fill so easily.
Alright, well, we see how Gildora feels about that. So Elias is the Michael Corleone of the Tactics Ogre universe. I'm not actually familiar with who Michael Corleone is. You'll have to enlighten me on that one, Star. That is a reference that has gone over my head, unfortunately. That doesn't happen very often nowadays. The Godfather series. Another excellent series of movies that I've never seen. Added on to another list that I will most likely never be able to work my way through because just who has the time? Ah, is he the just when I thought I was out, you pulled me back in? Is that him? Yeah, now I see the connection. For Elias, that would be necromancy. Yep, makes perfect sense. Do. Ooh, stun blow dart. Don't see that every day. Listen, Augustine. You better sit down, Buster Brown. I think so. In truth, I haven't seen The Godfather either. Ah, fair enough. Good to know I'm not the only one, I guess. This is a bold move, but I'd rather do this than have the dragon get it. See ya, Augustine. Sit down, boy. Zap. It's a shame that ninjas just don't live up to the reputation. They are so much fun to use. We're almost in striking distance, lads! Ooh, the big engulf from Drusilla. And concentration. Oh, she's ready to absolutely blow somebody up. Oh, Gildora's just out of range, though. The sneaky. I guess I should ask Star. I just kind of have Icy Requiem on Drusilla by default. But of the elements that are in the game that I have Apocrypha for, so like wind, fire, lightning, earth, water, and ice, what would be the Apocrypha that would best suit Drusilla's personality? I should really put the right Apocrypha on her if ice is not fitting. I mean, ninjas are not the walking death machines that they were back in the day. Not just in this, but like, you know, in most media, ninjas are absolute badasses, and they're just not here, and it's sad. Like, they're not incapable or anything, but yeah, definitely did not survive the transition to Reborn unscathed. I really do love in this fight. Like, it's such a cool map. But they really kind of let poor Gildora down. by having the vast majority of her army go, like, down this little tiny path over here. And then the main bridge is just, like, her and 3 of her flunkies. Or 4, I guess. And it's like, alright, well, I'll just send my whole army over here, I guess, and just bull rush you. And it works every time. The toughie, actually kind of childish, maybe water. Oh, okay, alright. I can do that. Ninjas in Reborn are more like real-life ninjas, disruptors, and disablers. Steel Stance also makes them less attractive targets to the enemy AI, so they can be kind of sneaky, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense for sure. It's just a shame that the way Reborn is set up, like, that type of strat really just doesn't wind up being needed at all. Not even to say that it's necessarily bad, it's just, you don't need it. Because, and like, as a class, I don't think they perform poorly, it's just their niche isn't needed. Gildora was hired for her racism, not her strategic planning. I mean, yeah, with the way Tactics Ogre is, that's probably a pretty accurate statement, to be quite honest. She can throw around big fireballs, she's got a cool accent, and she absolutely hates the people we don't like. Sounds good to me. Hire her on. Give her a commander position stat. Damn it, can I really? There we go. Hey, Drusilla. Gonna get us the final blow, baby. See ya.
Forgive me, Balbatos.
No time to rest. Karit and I will be ours again.
Very nice. More levels for Diavold and Noelius. Very good. Alright. Cruising along pretty smooth like here. And y'all know what has to come up here, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Yep, there he is. It's Zabos. Zabos. As far as our team is concerned, I think we're pretty much okay. To be perfectly honest with you. I think we're just going to ship it. Maybe we don't bring Yunin. There's no dragons. Let's grab... We've got a lot of frontline. We'll grab Snaken. And, you know, let's actually drop the Throv. He's been in plenty recently. We've got Gork here. Juggernaut. Where is... Oh, is this Warren Jr.? Yeah, there he is. Warren Jr. the Patriarch. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Been a while since he came out as well. Ba-da-da-da. Yeah. Alright, now, where is... where are you? Real? Where the hell? God damn it, where's the blue Power Ranger? Where is she? There you are. Give me your magic. It belongs to Drusilla now. At least for now. There we go. And then who's going to fill this last slot? I mean, it can be really anybody. Gemma's not been out in a hot minute. Let's bring Gemma. This is a good battlefield for a long-range musketeer anyway.
We may be all that's left of Gargistan, but we'll fight to the last. Look well. This is how men of honor meet death.
Once again, Ozma taking the lead, as she, I'm pretty sure, literally always will, whenever we have her on the field. I should switch to one of my other builds for her at some point here, just for the fun of it. We've used the whip build for a while now. I wouldn't mind going with my Swordmaster build or my dual wield build. Do 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 do. Move up. Push forward. Advance. Ozma's the fastest character in the game, so it makes sense she'd go first. Well, yeah, exactly. I was just trying to think to like other characters, boss fights, things like that, and I legitimately don't know if there's any fight in the game where she wouldn't go first, as long as you don't, like, have some sort of weird combination of gear and class on her or something. God, it's so claustrophobic when you zoom in like that. Jeez. Give it like one turn and Drusilla's gonna dish out some real nasty damage. I'm very excited for it. I love these big clustered groups for Apocrypha casts. Oh, it's good stuff. Diavold at the very end of the turn order. And then Ozma at the very top of the turn order, as was foretold. However, yes. Yes, group up more. I don't think we're going to quite finish neutral tonight, because I want to be done at midnight. And I think... Well, we go up to, like, Fidok, right? If I'm remembering correctly. So, a good few battles yet, but... First big AoE of the battle, thank you. Well done, Oelius. You really didn't want to do that. Oh, you guys really don't want to do this. Oh, no. Oh, Ozma, have mercy. Alright, we'll hop down here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Do 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 do. Goodbye. Alright, we're cruising, ladies and gentlemen. We are cruising. Before you know it, it's gonna be over. Zabos is gonna be in the dirt again, and we're gonna be moving on. I do love just rolling up with the Fusiliers. It's so nice. Every stat card we can find goes to Denim for reasons. Alright, Drusilla. Was hoping for a big engulf, but I mean, it's still pretty decent. And there'll be other opportunities for even more. Nice. I like it. Alright, go Diavold. Be the front line. You got this, buddy. Hold the line! Whap! Just doing 2/3 of a man's health with a single strike of your whip. That's Ozma for you.
Why do you follow the Duke, Denim of Goya? He lays the blame for Balmamusa at your door, brings disgrace upon your name. Your own kinsmen revile you as a traitor. But like a beaten cur, you return for more. How do you live with yourself?
I have always done what I thought best. Who can do more? When the Duke ordered Balmamusa put to the torch, I refused. They deserved better than to be used as pieces in his game. But the wheel has turned. Only a fool would press a dagger to the Duke's throat with a buckram knife at his back.
I see the principle that guides you, such as it is. When you accept the choices offered you by another, you do their bidding. How can a creature unable to make his own choices know which course is best? But you do not trouble yourself with wondering what's best for kin or for country. You choose only what's best for yourself.
I don't think that's true, Zabos. I'm pretty sure what Denim just said refutes your statement. Like, I know you're accusing him of, like, being untruthful or something, but, like, no, that's not. That's just not accurate. Just not accurate. Also, yes, I see you, Recession. Correct. Exactly right. I didn't know that about Oz's Knight Commander class. That is news to me. But yes, of course, Ozma has the fastest class in the game.
You were driven by survival. It is cowardice guides your hand.
Enough!
Oh, he's coming in. Big Papa Zabos is angry. Well, he's not going to be on the field for very long, I'll tell you that much. I was like, do we even really have enough damage on us to warrant this? But I guess we do. Good luck dealing with that, Zabos. And we got risk management. I mean, if you insist. Ooh, alright. Nice parry on the second hit.
Do you think we've forgotten what you've done? If this is the fruit of principles, what good are they?
Fool. Good and evil are matters decided by history. 100 years hence, the bards will sing of our noble struggle against Wallister oppression. To make it so, we need only win. It is the victor who pens the tale.
Then Balbatos and all his works are surely evil, for he has lost. Your deaths are only the epilogue.
True enough, we have lost. But you know the Duke for the monster he is. You can shut your eyes, but he won't go away. And when he is defeated, when he stands revealed, you are the one they will vilify. You knew him for a tyrant, and did nothing. When they sing of the Wallister, let them sing of that.
Nah, I don't think they shall, Zabos. Because unbeknownst to you, my sister is going to be the queen. Not my sister's sister, my false sister, but, like, you know, you catch my drift. Sorry, Diamanda, you're in the way of killing your boss. More meteors. Ooh, and the crit on Zabos as well. Very nice. More avalanches. You're going down fast, Zabos. What are you gonna do about it? Go on, defend yourself. Nice stun, very good. Might as well get a swing of the knife in here with Voltaire. Alright, Drusilla. Do you have what it takes to be a bad enough dude to drop Zabos where he stands? Not quite, but it's pretty damn close. Now, Ozma. Ozma has what it takes. Ozma is, in fact, a bad enough dude. We actually haven't seen Armageddon yet. I think it'll get the job done. Yeah, I have a small inkling that it might be enough. Oh, it's literally just a recolor. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Defeat is a bitter draw.
Vice, are you there? If you can hear me, answer.
Did you think to buy my loyalty by saving my life?
I only wanted to help.
Do me no favors. I swear to you, someday you'll regret saving me.
Vice, wait!
And with that, snacking is done, Zabos is done, and Vice is still being an idiot. So, you know, all is well in the world. Slayer of the Dying title acquired. I don't know about that one. Don't quite know about that title. Let's see here. Always checking to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Again, I don't think there is anything that I'm forgetting. I'm pretty sure Diavold and Noelius are like the only major recruits. Then you got the 3 NPCs as well, but Resistance forces have once again captured Karit and I Keep. High Commander Zabos was slain in the battle. The Golgostani stragglers who had continued fighting the Resistance are now no more. Peace has returned to Karit and I at last. The whereabouts of former Resistance soldier Vice Bajik, who had been held at the castle, are not known. The longest running gag in Tactics Ogre is that when Denim tells someone to wait, they do the opposite. That's the truth. That is very much the truth, yes. Okay. Again, I'm pretty sure we're good, so I'm just going to continue. All my homies hate Vice. I mean, true enough. True enough. He's alright in law. He's okay in law. About it, though. That is about it, though. Oh, right. The map of many Dargans and undead. I forgot about this. Alright. To make sure this doesn't take forever and a day, we're going to make sure that we actually bring stuff that's capable of dealing with both affected parties here. So let's grab... Nope, not Stuart. Dante. There we go. And... let's grab the Dragoons as well. Orion, I know it's been a while since you were out. Let's make sure you're on dragon stuff. Very good. Where is Yunin? And then... Jamie. Nice. Here we go. Don't worry, Tom. Face the Chamos and company were the tricky part of neutral. Cool.
We can ill afford casualties before we've even reached Rhime. Be careful.
Yeah, again, my memory is just not good enough to remember from when I did neutral years ago. But Chaos is the best route. I mean, big facts on that, Eric. Big facts. You know what's up, brother. Hey there, just came in for a bit. Hey, Funky Thor, how you doing? Doing all right. Doing all right. Honestly, better today than I have been in a little while. It's been a lot of stuff going on in my life, but doing pretty okay right now. So thank you for asking, and hope you're doing well as well. Really like how random neutral gets, though. Oh yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's not like it's a boring route by any means. It's just different. Hope things are getting better. They are. They are. Absolutely. There's just been a lot, you know, like stuff with my mom's health and traveling and taking care of her and yada yada yada, and then other stuff going on, and just like, oh god, maintaining the channel, all that type of fun stuff. Like I said, just a lot. But it is all good. That's just how life be. I remember this battle took me forever on Let Us Cling Together. Like, I don't remember a lot about my time playing that, but like, god, do I remember that. There's so many dragons. And like, I was always playing undermanned, because I was trying to level cool characters, like Ozma, for example. And you couldn't just quickly level them, it took fucking forever. So I just would have like 3 or 4 characters in the back, just as level 1 with like lobbers, throwing supporting items at people, while the rest of the army did the heavy lifting. And it's not like I wouldn't lose, my team was strong enough to handle that, it just took so long. And thus, that's one of the reasons that I'm so happy that they changed the way leveling works in Reborn. And like getting the SP that you needed to be able to learn new skills, oh, spare me. Was watching your Deltarune stream earlier today. It's really nice seeing people's reaction for the first time to all the crazy things going on. Wow! Man, that's a throwback. I loved that stream. I absolutely loved that stream. Again, I would love to find the time to go back and do the other routes of Undertale, since I still, to this day, have only ever done like the neutral balanced route, whatever it's called. I don't remember anymore. I love Undertale. Undertale's an absolute blast. Awesome game. Very, 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 very fun. Very impactful. But, yeah, I mean, I just don't have the time. As is so often the statement that I make to y'all, you are very aware of this fact. Time is hard to come by. But I do want to do that at some point. Even if it's only been a year and a half, but man, I feel some slight nostalgia from it. Has it only been a year and a half? Oh my god. So much has gone on this year. Like, especially, again, for me with all the stuff with my family and, like, the channel suddenly growing and all the stress of trying to maintain the channel and building life with Jane. Like, holy crap, I cannot believe it's been a year and a half already. Wow. Fair dragons are a lot worse in Let Us Cling Together since you have to worry about all the race skills. Yep. In Chapter 4, after rescuing Arceus Maruva, read the Warren Report talk entry Pirates of Quadriga Fortress to unlock an encounter with Captain Elrig. And that's the last one. Got it. Much appreciated, German. Thank you. If you do genocide, then you'll probably be talking with chat for about 60% of the stream. Well, yeah, because you got to go through and, like, clear out every zone. I know that much, so... Yep, but I mean, that'd be fine. Despite the subject matter at hand. Very nice. that would still be fun. Just chatting with people and playing Undertale. It would be chill. It'd be fun. Be a nice change of pace, you know? Especially since that's a game I haven't touched since college. Seriously. Annoying. Fine, just buff yourself, Yunin, and use it next turn. Heard in Undertale you can never do a no-kill run once you killed in any other run. You can't do, like, a perfect one, from what I understand. And I'm certainly no expert. I've not done a ton of research about this. But yeah, I've always understood it to be, like, you can do it, you just get a little bit of criticism at the end. But you can still see, like, all the story and bosses and everything. If that's not the case, I mean, I can just delete the save file completely and start fresh. Alright, Diavold, get in there. Gum up the works. Chapter 2, I mean. Chapter 1 will be 5 later this year. Right. Yeah. I just remember doing that Deltarune stream, though, and how much fun it was. Time is literally all you have, man. Nothing matters more than how you spend your time. Oh, for sure. For sure. But that's the point, is I've got a lot of very important things to spend my time on, right? Got to spend time on my fitness, on my life with Jane, you know, making sure that we spend time together and enjoying each other's company and everything. Lots of different projects to do on the channel. Need actually to have time to relax, work on my, like, fitness, try to find some time to pursue other hobbies and be social with my friends. It's a lot. Something at the end of the genocide run that messes with your game, I won't say until you do it. Interesting. So then I guess the question is, if I've done a neutral run, for lack of a better term, what does that mean then? Like, should I go for pacifist first? Should I go for genocide first? What's the takeaway on that? What's the over-under? Got things largely under control here. Got the bridge fairly well gummed up. Voltaire's health is looking a little bit worse for wear, so we'll patch him up. Very good. And by patch him up, I mean give him a completely new lease on life, apparently. And then what about the team over here? It's really just Denim and Diavold who've been taking a beating, so we can toss down a major heal, and they'll be fine. Good. This is why I fully advocate for having 2 clerics on the team, man. Like, I know there's, strictly speaking, ways to min-max it all, but, like, for just casual play, 2 clerics is so awesome. Whoo! Big damage, baby. Very nice. Oh. Bon voyage, Mr. Golem. Neutral run is either triggered by one of 2 things. 1, you kill 1 monster. Yes, even 1 puts you on that path. Or 2, didn't date or hang out with the characters. Right. Which does make sense. And I know when I was playing it through the first time, I did kill some monsters, so... Should I just say fuck it, we ball then, and then go for pacifist first, then finally do genocide? More bang for our buck here. Most people that I've heard talk about this game are adamant that clerics are at best situational and mostly straight trash. I disagree with that take. Yeah, I do as well. Like, even if you want to be super min-maxed about it, which is fine, you can do that, I still think there's a case to be made for having a cleric or two for dedicated healing and support. Because it's not like you're not ever going to take damage. And if you've got a bunch of, like, really heavy hitters, like a bunch of shamans with summon magic and white knights to make them move faster and stuff like that, having someone who can take on the duty of healing is still good. Because, like, if you just have your dudes decked out with a bunch of high RT healing items, then they're going to get slowed down significantly, and you're going to be taking time away from them casting to heal. When instead, you could have one character that can handle the healing for a whole bunch of your units, and to take on the RT costs so that they can keep slashing, casting, whatever. It's close, but not quite there. If you're in 1, you have to redo the whole run. If you're in 2, you can reload your save and hang out with your friends before fighting Asgore again. There's also an optional thing you can do in the Switch version, not mandatory, but it gives a conclusion to their arc if you do it. I see. So, like, say you finish the game, right? You finish a neutral run. You go back to, like, the main menu, you can start a new run. I know that there's, like, some characters who remember some things, depending on things. I don't really remember what, but I know that just that is a thing that can happen. But if you did neutral and then you, like, start a new run, can you still just go and do Pacifist and then do Genocide after that and it'd be cool? Is that how it works? Problem with clerics and Tor is lack of scaling for their magic if you either have the power of money or even just using a Valkyrie. Yes, but the thing about clerics is they also get Mother's Blessing. So you don't actually need to worry about the scaling of their magic that much because, like, a Mother's Blessing mass or major heal 2 will take care of pretty much all of your problems. Unless you've just been absolutely reckless in the damage that your characters take. So even then, like, you're still in good shape. Mostly because we know that no cleric runs aren't the most difficult of things. Yeah, they're not, like, super hard or anything. But that doesn't mean that having a cleric doesn't make your life easier. And also, you know, if we're talking about, like, super expert players, that's one thing. But if you're talking about most people, then yeah, they're probably going to want a cleric or two. Yes, you can. There's a weird catch. Doesn't impact the gameplay at all, aside from going back to the beginning. I'll let you know when you get there. Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. Thank you, Funky. Plus, clerics can exercise for you, which is very good, very useful. Why did that skeleton take no damage? Is he a knight with phalanx? Aha, he is. Did you make that argument with Donalto and spend most of the time yelling at him? In the final fight, you're thinking, right? The issue with that wasn't that he wasn't proccing Mother's Blessing. It's that he wasn't proccing anything. Literally. He was not proccing Meditate at all. Like, I literally couldn't even cast any spells with him. He just was refusing to have mana. And that can happen to anyone. You know, that'll happen with Valkyrie as well. You know, whether it be MP cost 0 or whether it be, you know, Meditate, whatever. That can and will absolutely happen with a Valkyrie, too. It was just dumb bad luck. across several maps. The only time I ever really remember it being an issue was with the final boss. Everything else was cool. And we're done.
Steady on. The real battle lies ahead.
All right. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Gloomworm's Mark, Leather Gloves, Foot Soldier's Mark, Fireworm's Mark, and Copper Oberiths. Nice. Not bad at all. Could have gotten a light charm there, but so it goes. I will take more XP for those who need it, though. Very good. Alright, and it is officially midnight, so we are unfortunately not going to push on to the end now. We will finish up neutral next time, and then maybe make a quick push into the Palace of the Dead to hit the first Nybeth fight with Diavold and Oelius to see how that goes. Maybe. We'll see. Have to see how I feel. And then we will world forward back into the Coda content and actually make some good progress there, which I'm very excited about. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go for San Bronsa first, because I know you can go do San Bronsa whenever in the Codas, but like, well, in Coda 2 anyway. But I want to see it, man. I want to experience it, because that's going to be awesome. Real battle lies ahead in another stream. Indeed, indeed. My goal is to try and stream as much as possible, again, before 16 comes out, so that I can try and get this done, or get as close to done as possible, anyway. And maybe squeeze Cult of the Lamb in, so expect a whole bunch more streams over the next week, as much as I can get done. And we'll see where we land when 15 is dropping. So, plenty of other videos and stuff to come as well. At 15, when 16 is dropping. My first impressions of 16 will be out tomorrow. I've got my full Fire Emblem Engage script is nearly done for the review. I've got my Lore of the Emblems script that's largely done. I have a few off-the-cuff discussion videos to do. There's going to be content pumping wherever I can put it out. So I hope you guys enjoy. And stick around for a lot more good stuff. Maybe Oelius and Diavold should have been on the law route instead of the neutral. It definitely would have been good, yeah. It would have been nice if they were there, for sure. But that would have left basically no unique recruits for neutral, which would suck. So I could see why they did it the way they did. But, yeah. That or, like, have more unique recruits for neutral to make it a little bit more of a standout thing. But what can you do? And Floor 115 in Palace of the Dead. Correct. Correct. Well, and that's part of, you know, Gildas and Meriden and Warren's side quest, which is the whole point of Coda 2. So we'll be doing that as well. Don't you worry. Neutral deserves no uniques. Yes, it does. Hope 16 is as good as everyone's been saying it is for almost 2 years now. I mean, I don't know if you were around for me playing the demo, Eric. But that VOD is up on the channel. If you wanted to see it, I know you might be dodging spoilers, which is totally fair. But if you want to see my reaction, the full demo VOD is up on the channel. And I think that it deserves all the praise that it's been getting. Based off of what we saw in those like 4.5 hours, it was baller. So as long as they keep up that momentum for the rest of the game, which I feel like they will, it's such an all-star cast of developers, it should be good. We done for today. We are done for today, Funky. I got to get up early tomorrow and go do some life stuff, so don't want to go too late tonight. But yeah, hopefully we'll also be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. Jane has a half day, so we might wind up, you know, running errands, spending time together, stuff like that. But I will let y'all know as soon as I know. Neutral should have Zabos and a romance option. Have a good night. Yes, absolutely. You guys as well. Thank you for hanging out. Eric, it is an RPG. Yes, it is an action RPG, but it is absolutely an RPG. For sure. Alright. That said, y'all, I'm peacing out. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. stay safe and healthy out there, and remember, be good to each other. Bye, y'all.